Okay, we're back. I love the smell of flowers. Ken holds his makeshift flamethrower with Mrs. Barry, burning the bathroom. He torches the whole room but loses his footing and falls into the bathtub. After getting hit in the head by falling objects 3 times, he picks up the shower head, revealing a water bug hiding under it. A water bug, not taking sides. Barry gets up out of the pile of the bathroom supplies and is wearing a chapstick hat. Ken, I'm wearing a chapstick hat. It's pathetic. I've got issues. Ken sprays Barry with the shower head and he crash lands into the toilet. Ken menacingly looks up into the toilet at Barry. Well, royal flush, you're bluffing, am I? Flushes toilet. Barry grabs a chapstick from the toilet seat and uses it to surf in the flushing toilet. Surf's up, dude. Barry flies out of the toilet on the chapstick and sprays Ken's face with the toilet paper. With the toilet water. You, poo water. What, Eli? Yeah, I know, it crashed for a second. I had to restart the stream. That bull is gnarly. Aiming for a toilet cleaner at Barry. Except for those dirty yellow rings. Barry cowers and covers his head as Vanessa runs in and takes a toilet cleaner from Ken just before he hits Barry. Kenneth, what are you doing? Leaning towards Barry, you know I don't even like honey. I don't eat it. We need to talk. Vanessa pulls Ken out of the bathroom. He's just a little bee, and he happens to be the nicest bee I've met in a long time. A long time. What are you talking about? Are there other bugs in your life? No, but there's other things bugging me in life, and you're one of them. Fine, taking bees, no yogurt night. My nerves are fried from riding on this emotional roller coaster. Goodbye, Ken. Okay, wait, let me check the stream that's going on right now. Just we had it's not on the press the live stream. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay. Oh, we're good. Okay. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free Okay. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Ken. And for your information, I prefer sugar-free artificial sweeteners made by man. Ken leaves again. Vanessa leans in towards Barry. I'm sorry about all that. Ken walks back in again. I know it's got an aftertaste. I like it. Ken leaves for the last time. I always felt there was some kind of barrier between Ken and me. I couldn't overcome it. Oh well. Are you okay for the trial? I believe that Mr. Montgomery is all out of ideas. I would like to call Mr. Barry Benson to the stand. Good idea. You can really see why he's considered one of the best lawyers. Barry stares at Adam. Yeah. Layton, you've got to weave some magic with this jury, or it's going to be all over Montgomery. Don't worry. The only thing I have to do is turn the story around and remind them what they don't like about bees. To lawyer. You got tweezers? Are you allergic? Only to losing, son. Only to losing. Mr. Benson B, I ask you what we think you all like to know. What exactly is your relationship? Points of Vanessa to that woman. We're friends. Montgomery, good friends? Barry, yes. How good? Do you live together? Wait a minute. Are you a little bed bug? Adam's stinger starts vibrating. He's agitated. I've seen a bee documentary or two. From what I understand, doesn't your queen give birth to all the bee children? Yeah, but pointing to Janet and Martin, so those aren't your real parents. Oh, Barry, yes they are. Hold me back. Vanessa tries to hold Adam back, but he wants to sting Montgomery. You're a little, illegitimate bee, aren't you, Benson? He's denouncing bees. Don't y'all date your cousins? Montgomery leads over to the jury stand and stares at Adam. Objection. Vanessa raises her hand to the object, but Adam gets free. He flies straight at Montgomery. I'm gonna pincushion this guy. Adam, don't. It's what he wants. Adam stings Montgomery in the butt and starts thrashing around. Oh, I'm hit. Oh, lordy, I am hit. Bang gavel. Order, overreacting. The venom is coursing through my veins. I've been felled by the winged beasts of destruction. You see, you can't treat them like equals. They're stripped savages. Stinging's the only thing they know. It's their way. Adam, stay with me. I can't feel my legs. Overreacting and throwing his body across the room. When an angel of mercy will come and forward and suck the poison from my heaving buttocks. I will have order in this court. Order, please. Flash forward in time, and we see a human news reporter in the case of the honeybees versus the human race. Took a pointed turn against the beast. Yesterday, when one of their legal team stung Layton T. Montgomery, Adam is laying on the hospital bed, and Barry flies in to see him. Hey, buddy. Hey, is there much pain? Yeah. I blew the whole case tonight. It doesn't matter. What matters is you're alive. You could have died. I better be off dead. Look at me. A small plastic sword is replaced by Adam's Singer. They got it from the cafeteria downstairs in a tuna sandwich. Look, there's a little stellar still on it. What was it like to sting somebody? I can't explain it. It was all adrenaline and then all ecstasy. Alright, you think it was still all a trap? Of course, I'm sorry. I flew right all of us into this. Or are we thinking, look at us, we're just a couple of bugs in this world. What will the humans do to us if they win? I don't know. They put the roaches in rotels. They didn't sound so bad. Adam, they check in, but they don't check out. Oh my. Coughs. Could you get a nurse to close that window? Why? The smoke. We can see that the two humans are smoking cigarettes outside. Bees don't smoke. Yeah, right. Bees don't smoke. Bees don't smoke, but some bees are smoking. That's it. That's their case. It is. That's not over. Get dressed. I gotta go somewhere. Get back in court and stall. Stall any way you can. Flash forward in time, and Adam is making a paper boat in the courtroom. And assuming that you've already done step 29 correctly, you're ready for the tub. We see that the jury have all each made their paper boats after being taught by Adam. They all look confused. Mr. Flamin. Yes, Your Honor. Where's the rest of your team? Oh, Your Honor, it's interesting. Bees are trained to fly haphazardly, and as a result, we don't really make good time. I actually heard a funny story about Your Honor. Haven't you heard these ridiculous bugs take enough time in this court's valuable time? How much longer will we allow these absurd shenanigans to go on? They have presented no compelling evidence to support the charges against my clients who run legitimate businesses. I move for the complete dismissal of this entire case. Mr. Flamin, I'm afraid I'm going to have to consider Mr. Montgomery's motion. But you can't. We have a terrific case. Where's your proof? Where's your evidence? Show me the smoking gun. Barry flies in through the door. Hold it, Your Honor. You want a smoking gun? Here's your smoking gun. Vanessa walks in holding a bee smoker. She sets it down on the judge's podium. What is that? It's a bee smoker. Picks up smoker. What is this? This harmless little contraption. This couldn't hurt a fly, let alone a bee. Montgomery accidentally fires it at the bees in the crowd and they faint and cough. Dozens of reporters taking pictures of suffering bees. Look at what happened. To bees who had never asked, smoking known. Is this what nature intended for us to be forcibly addicted to smoke machines and man-made wooden slat work camps? Yeah, living out our lives as honey slaves to the white man. Barry points out to the honey machine industry workers. One of them is African American, so we all separates himself from the others. What are we gonna do? He's playing on the species card. Ladies and gentlemen, please free these bees. Free the bees. Free the bees. Bees in crowd. Free the bees. Free the bees. Free the bees. The court finds in favor of the bees. Vanessa, we won. I knew you could do a high five. Vanessa hits Barry hard because her hand is too big. Sorry, Barry, overjoyed. I'm okay. You know what this means? With all the honey will finally belong to the bees. Now we won't have to work so hard all the time. This is an unholy perversion to the balance of nature, Benson. You'll regret this. Montgomery leaves and Barry goes outside the courtroom. Several reporters are asking Barry questions. Barry, how much honey is out there? All right, one at a time. Barry, who are you wearing? My sweater's Ralph Lauren and I have no pants. Barry flies outside with the paparazzi and Vanessa stay back. To Vanessa. What if Montgomery's right? What do you mean? We've been living the B way a long time, 27 million years. Flash forward in time, Barry's talking to a man. Congratulations on victory. What will you do for a settlement? First, we'll demand a complete shutdown of all bee work camps. As Barry's talking, we see a montage of men closed tapes over the work camps and freeing the bees out of the crappy apartments. And we want the honey that was ours to begin with, every last drop. Men in suits are pushing all the honey into the aisle and the carts. We demand an end to this glorification. We see a statue of the bear-shaped honey container being pulled down by bees, with then a filthy, smelly, bad breath sink machine. We're all aware of what they do in the woods. We see Winnie the Pooh sharing his hoodie with Piglet in the crosshairs of a high-tech sniper rifle. Barry looking through the binoculars, wait for my system. Take him out. Winnie gets hit with a tranquilizer dart and dramatically falls off the log where he is standing on, his tongue hanging out. Piglet looks at Pooh in fear, and the sniper takes the honey. He'll have nausea for a few hours and that'll be fine. Flash forward in time, and we will no longer tolerate B-negative nicknames. Mr. Sting is sitting at home until he's taken out of his house by the men in suits. Sting, but just a prance about the stage name. Unnecessary inclusion of honey and bogus health products and la-di-da human tea time snack garnishments. An old lady is mixing honey into her tea, but suddenly men to smash her face down on the table and take the honey. A honey truck pulls into Barry's hive. Bring it in, boys. Hold it right there. Good. Tap it. Tons of honey is being pumped in the hive storage. Honey overflows from the cup. Mr. Buzzwell, we just passed 3 cups and there's gallons more coming. I think we need to shut down. Shut down. We never shut down. Shut down honey production. Stop making honey. The bees all leave their stations. 2 bees and put in the 2 room and they put their keys into a machine. Turn your key, sir. 2 worker bees dramatically turn their keys, which opens the button the first time they press. Shutting down the honey machines is the first time this ever happened. What do we do now? Flash forward in time, the bees jump a pool of honey. Cannonball, the bees get stuck in the honey, and we see a short montage of bees leaving work. We see the pollen jacks flying, but one of them gets a call on his antenna through phone. We're shutting down honey protection. Mission abort. Aborting pollution and nectar detail. Return to base. The pollen jocks fly back to the hive. We got time lapse of Central Park slowly whittling away as all the bees relax. Honey, you wouldn't believe how much honey was out there. Oh yeah, what's going on? Where's everybody? The entire street is deserted. Where are they out celebrating? They're home. They don't know what to do. Laying out, sleeping in. I heard your Uncle Carl was on the way to San Antonio with a cricket. At least we got our honey back. Sometimes I think, what if humans liked our honey? Who wouldn't? It was the greatest thing in the world. I was excited to be a part of making it. It's my new desk. I was really excited for my job. I want to do it really well. Now I can't. Flash forward in time, and Barry's talking to Vanessa. I don't understand why I'm not happy. I thought their lives would be better. They're doing nothing. It's amazing. Honey really changes people. You don't have any idea what's going on, do you? What do you want to show me? Vanessa takes Barry to a rooftop where they have coffee and points her to the store. This points at flowers. They all gray and molting. What happened here? There's not half it. Small flash forward in time. Vanessa and Barry on the rooftop of the store, and she points to Central Park. We see that Central Park is no longer green, colorful. Rather, it is gray, brown, and dead-like. It is very depressing to look at. Oh no, oh my. They're all wilting. Doesn't look very good, does it? No. Whose fault do you think that is? You know I'm going to guess bees. Vanessa staring at Barry. Bees. Specifically me. I didn't think bees... Not needing to make honey would affect all these things. It's not just flowers, fruits, vegetables. They all need bees. That's our whole SAT test right there. Take away produce that affects the entire animal kingdom. And then, of course, the human species. So if there's any more pollination, it just goes to the south here. Couldn't it? I assume this was partly my fault. How about a suicide pact? How do we do it? It'll sting you. You step on me. That just kills you twice. But right. Listen, Barry. Sorry about it. Going. Vanessa leaves to herself. I had to open up my mouth and talk. Vanessa, where are you going? Where are you going? Vanessa's getting into a taxi to the final tournament of Roses Parade in Vanessa. We moved all this weekend because all the flowers are down. This is the last chance I'll ever have to see it. Vanessa, I just want to say I'm sorry. I never meant it to turn out like this. I know, me neither. The taxi has to drive away. Barry, tournament of roses. The roses can't do sports. Wait a minute. Roses, roses, roses. Vanessa. Barry flies out after the taxi. Vanessa, roses. Barry. Barry is flying out the window of the taxi. Roses are flowers. This year. Flowers be pollen. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm in this last parade. Barry, maybe not. Maybe, could you ask him to slow down? Could you slow down? Taxi driver excuses assault, and Barry keeps on flying forward. Barry flies back into the window. Okay, I made a huge mistake. It's a total disaster and it's all my fault. Yes, it kind of is. I ruined the planet. I want to help you. With the flower shop, and I made it worse. The ash tree is completely closed now. I thought you were just remodeling, but I have another idea. And it's greater than my previous ideas combined. I don't want to hear it. Alright, they have the roses. The roses have the pollen. I know every bee, plant, and flower bud in this park, but we gotta do what we gotta do, and we gotta get back here what we've got. Bees, park, berry, pollen, flowers, repollination across the nation. Tournament of Roses, Pasadena, California. They got nothing but flowers, floats, and cotton candy. Security will be tight, but I have an idea. Flash forward in time. Vanessa is about to board on a plane with all the roses on board. Vanessa Balloon, FTD, holds that badge. Official floral business. It's real. Sorry, ma'am. Nice brooch. Thank you. As a gift. Barry is revealed to be hiding inside the brooch. A flashback in time, and Barry and Discuss are discussing their plan. Once inside, we just picked the right float. How about the princess and the pea? I could be the princess, you can be the pea. Yeah, I got it. Where should I sit? Where are you? I believe I'm the pea. The pea? It all goes on the mattress. Not in this fairy tale, sweetheart. I'm getting the marshal. You do that. This whole parade is a fiasco. Let's see what this baby will do. Vanessa guards the traffic, the float through traffic. Hey, what are you doing? Then all we do is one in through the traffic without arousing suspicion. Once at the airport, there's no stopping us. Flash forward in time, and Barry and Vanessa are about to get on the plane. Stop security. Your insect packed your float? Yes. Has it been in your possession the entire time? Yes. Would you remove your shoe to Barry? Remove your stinger? It's part of me. I know, I'm just having some fun. Enjoy your flight. If we're lucky, we'll have just enough pollen to do the job. Flash forward in time, Barry and Vanessa are flying the plane. Alright, can you believe how lucky we are? We just have enough pollen to do the job. I think it's going to work. It's got to work. Iron comment. Attention passengers, this is Captain Scott. We have a bit of bad weather in New York. It looks like we'll experience a couple hours delay. Barry, these are cut flowers, so no water, no one make it. I gotta get up there and talk to them. Be careful. Barry flies outside the cockpit door and, can I help with the Sky Mall magazine? I like to order the talking inflatable nose and the ear hair trimmer. The flight attendant opens the door and walks out, and Barry flies into the cockpit here. Captain, I'm in a real situation. What'd you say, Hal? Nothing. Scott notices Barry and freaks out. B, No. Don't freak out. My entire species. Captain Scott gets out of the seat and tries to suck Barry into a handheld vacuum. Just Scott, what are you doing? Barry lands on Hal's hair, but Scott sees him and he tries to suck up Barry, but instead he sucks up Hal's toupee. Uh-oh, wait a minute. I'm an attorney. Hal doesn't know Barry's on his head. Who's an attorney? Don't move. Scott sticks Hal in the face with an attempt to hit Barry. Hal is knocked out and he falls on his face with the life raft button, which launches an inflatable boat into Scott, who gets knocked out and falls to the floor. They are both unconscious. Himself, oh Barry. On intercom with a sudden accent. Good morning, passengers. This is your captain. Would Vanessa Bloom and 24B please report to the cockpit? Vanessa looks confused. Normal accent, but please hurry. Vanessa opens the door and sees the life raft of the unconscious pilots. What happened here? I tried to talk to him, but then there's a dustbuster, a toupee, and a right flap exploded. And now one's bald, one's in a boat, and they're both unconscious. Is this another B joke? No. No one's flying the plane. Through radio on plane, this is JFK Control Tower, Flight 346. What's your status? This is Vanessa Bloom on Force from New York. Where's the pilot? He's unconscious, and so is the co-pilot. Not good. Does anybody on board have flight experience? As a matter of fact, there is. Who's that? Barry Benson from the Honey Trial? Oh, great. Vanessa, this is nothing more than a big metal bee. It's got giant wings, huge engines. I can't fly a plane. Why not? Isn't John Travolta a pilot? Yes. How hard could it be? Vanessa sits down, flies for a little bit, but we see lightning clouds outside the window. Wait, Barry, we're heading to lightning. An ominous lightning storm looms into the front of the plane. We are now watching the B News. This is Bomb Bubble, and we have some late breaking news from JFK Airport, where a suspenseful scene is developing. Barry Benson, fresh from his legal victory, that's Barry, is attempting to land a plane with people, flowers, and an incapacitated flight crew. Jeanette, Martin, Uncle Carl, and Adam. Flowers. The scene switches to the human news, talking with Bob Bubble. We have a storm in the area with two individuals at controls with absolutely no flight experience. Just a minute, there's a bee on that plane. I'm quite familiar with Mr. Benson and his account compadres. They've done enough damage, but isn't it your only hope? Technically, a bee shouldn't be able to fly at all. Its wings are too small. Haven't we heard this a million times? The surface area of the wings and the body mass makes no sense. Bob Bumble. Get this on air. Got it. Stand by. We're going live. And the way we work may be a mystery to you. Making honey takes a lot of small bees through a lot of small jobs. But let me tell you about a small job through radio and TV. If you do it well, it makes a big difference more than we realize to us, to anyone. That's why I want to get bees back to working together. That's the bee way. We're not made of gel. We get behind a fellow, black and yellow. Hello. The screen switches and Barry's teaching Vanessa how to fly. Left, right, down, hover. Forget hover. This isn't so hard. I'm trying to honk the horn. Beep, 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 beep. A lightning bolt hits the plane and the autopilot turns off. Barry, what happened? Wait, I think we are on autopilot the whole time. That might have been helping me. Now we're not. So it turns out I can't fly a plane. The plane plummets, but we see Luva Duva and the pollen drakes, along with multiple other bees flying towards the plane. Well, Luva Duva, all of you got to get behind this fellow. Move it out. Move out. The swing switches back to Vanessa and Barry in the plane. Our only chance is if what I do, you copy me with the wings of the plane. Barry sticks out his arms like an airplane, flies in front of Vanessa's face. I don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. We're in a lot of trouble. It's very hard to concentrate with that panicky tone in your voice. It's not a tone of panicking. I can't do this. Barry slaps Vanessa. Vanessa, pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. Slaps Barry. You snap out of it. Slaps Vanessa. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. You snap out of it. We see that, but the pollen drops are flying out of the plane. You snap out of it. 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 Hold it. Why? Come on, it's your turn. Why is the plane? How is the plane flying? The plane's not safely flying. I don't know. Barry's antenna brings to a phone. Barry picks it up through phone. Benson, got any flowers to a happy occasion up there? All the pollen jocks are carrying the plane. The pollen jocks, they do get out behind the fellow black and yellow. Hello. Let's drop behind this tin can on the blacktop. Where? I don't see anything. Can you? No, nothing. It's all cloudy. Come on, you gotta think, Barry. Thinking B, thinking B. On the runway, there are a million bees laying on the back. Thinking B, thinking B. Wait a minute. I think I'm thinking about something. What? I don't know. It's a strong pull on me, like a 27-year-old, million-year-old instinct. Bring the nose down. Thinking B, thinking B, thinking B. What in the world is that? Get some lights on it. It's revealed that all the bees are organized in a giant pulsating flower formation. Thinking B, thinking B, thinking B. Vanessa, aim for the flowers. Out of the engine. We are landing on B power. Ready, boys? Affirmative. Good, easy. Now that's it. Land on the flower. Ready, full reverse. Spin around. The plane's nose is pointing at the floor on a nearby plane. Not that far, the other one. Which one? That flower. The plane is now pointing on a fat guy in a flower tree. He freaks out and he tries to take a picture of the flame. I made it before. There's a fat guy in a flower tree. I mean, the giant pulsating flower made of millions of bees. The plane hovers over the bee flower. Pull forward, nose down, tail up. Rotate around it. This is insane, Barry. That's the only way I know how to fly. Am I a cuckoo cuckoo, or is this plane flying in a insect-like pattern? Get your nose in here. Don't be afraid. Smell it forward versus drop it. Be part of it. Aim for the center. Now drop it. Drop it in, woman. Come on already. The bee scattered and the plane safely lands. Barry, we did it. You taught me how to fly. Yes. Vanessa is about a high five. Barry, no high five. Right. Barry, it worked. Did you see the giant flower? What giant flower? Barry, of course. I saw the flower. That was genius. Thank you. But we're not done yet. Listen, everybody. This runway is covered with the last pollen from the last flowers under that. That means it's our last chance. We're the only ones to make honey, pollinate flowers, and dress like this. If we're gonna survive the species, this is our moment. What do you say? Are we gonna be bees or just Museum of Natural History keychains? Bees. We're bees. Bee likes keychain. But follow me, except keychain. Pollen jack number 1. Hold on, Barry. Here, you've earned this. Yeah. Oh, pollen jack, and it's perfect. Fit. All I gotta do is the sleeves. The pollen jack's throw Barry a nectar collecting gun. Barry catches it. Oh yeah, that's our Barry. Barry and the pollen jacks get pollen from the flowers on the flame. The flowers on the plane. Flash forward in time, and the pollen jacks are flying over NYC. Barry pollinates the flowers in Vanessa's shop, and hence heads towards Central Park. Boyne Park. Mom, the bees are back. Putting on his Krellman hat. If anyone needs to make a call, now's the time. I got a feeling that we'll be working late tonight. The bee honey factories are back up and running. Meanwhile, at Vanessa's shop, the customer, here's your change. Have a great night. Have a great afternoon. Can I help? Who's next? Would you like some honey with that? It's bee approved. Don't forget this. And there's a room in the shop where Barry does legal work for other animals. He's currently talking with a cow. Milk, cream cheese, it's all me, and I don't see a nickel. Sometimes I just feel like a piece of meat. I had no idea. Barry, I'm sorry. Do you have a moment? Would you excuse me? My mosquito associate will help you. Sorry, I'm late. He's got a word today. Ma'am, I was already a blood-sucking parasite. All I needed was a briefcase. Have a great afternoon. Barry, I got this huge tulip order, and I can't get them anywhere. No problem, Benny. Just leave it to me. Your life's Barry. Can I help? Who's next? All right, scramble jocks. It's time to fly. Thank you, Barry. Ken walks by the sidewalk and sees the bee-proof honey in Vanessa's shop. That bee is living my life. Let it go, Kenny. I'm willing this night we're on. Let it all go. Beautiful day to fly. Sure is. Between you and me, I was dying to get out of that office. Barry recreates the scene in the beginning of the movie where he flies to the box cut. The movie fades to black, and the credits being after credits. No scene can be seen, but the characters can be heard over the credits. You got to start thinking B, my friend. Thinking B. Talking over saying, hold it for a second. Hold it for a second. Just stop it. I'm sorry, everyone. Can we stop here? Oh, Barry. We're not making a major life decision through a production matter. All right, yeah, let's wrap it up. Take 10. Wrap it up, guys. I had virtually no rehearsal for that. That is the B movie script. Oh my god. That was like 2 hours of me just fucking reading this shit. Oh my god. Yeah. That was good. This will be going up on YouTube in about less than a week. So like 16th, something like that.